Oh man, went too far. Okay, so the translation of Exodus 3:7 is as follows. And Yahweh said, my eyes have seen, perceived, beheld, witnessed, and lingered, multiplied upon seeing, perceiving, beholding, witnessing, and lingering. The continual misery, unlimited suffering, poverty, emotional and physical distress of my people who are in Egypt, their sorrowful cries, their desperate pleading and heartfelt longing, I have heard with my ears, understood with my whole heart, and have acted according to the reign and rule of the tyrants who have compelled, bullied, and forced this wearisome language labor on them. For I have seen with my eyes, sorry, the mouse is doing weird things. Sorry. I have seen with my eyes, perceived with my mind, and have felt your tears run down my face as I pressed it against yours. I have discovered your feelings by listening to your cries of anguish and desperation. I have felt your emotions pass through my body as they passed through yours. Everything you felt and experienced, I felt and experienced, because there was no part of your body in which I was not intermingled. I could not have been any closer to you. I am intimately acquainted with your sorrow. When we snap and raise our voice and say something ugly to our spouse, children, family, friends, or even total strangers, we are doing this to God. He is experiencing the feelings and emotions of those who are suffering. Also, God is experiencing the emotions and hearing the thoughts passing through the hearts and minds of those who are exploding in that moment. Both sides. I'm sorry, I lost my place. He knows if you can control yourself in that moment, and he knows why you did not. I did play with those words. You may want to back it up and listen. From that moment you exploded, or I exploded, or who, this is all of us. The person who does that can immediately put some spin on their actions and their motives and justify what they've done. They may even be able to convince those to whom they exploded that there was a good reason for their actions, or it just wasn't their fault. Just a terrible day. Something awful happened. But God doesn't just know the absolute truth behind the explosion. He experienced that explosion. From our point of view, being the ones who exploded, and from the point of view of the victim. God knows the short and long-term ramifications of that single moment in time. Matthew chapter 12, verse 36 tells us that we will give an account for every idle word that leaves our mouth. And he knows every word, idle or premeditated, every thought, every reason, every intention, and every lie. I think it's probably best that we take Dr. Peterson's advice and truly learn to live like there is a God, especially those of us who go around telling everyone we believe. And I think the secret to that, the way to implement that, is to realize that every time, everywhere you go, every place you go, no matter what you're doing, God is standing there looking you in the eyes. He is feeling the emotions running through your heart. He is hearing the thoughts going through your mind. And he is experiencing the words coming out of your mouth and going into the ears, heart, and soul of the person you're saying it to. Hopefully, we can begin to realize that as much as we say we love God, as much as we believe we love God, it's way past time for us to live like there is a God. Shalom, shalom, everyone.